Hello Aries and welcome to your June 2022 reading. Spirit, let's see what's happening for Aries in the month of June. What do we got? Oh, okay, that's interesting. Ooh, you are moving and grooving. Kids, here's what we got. First card up, we have the Eight of Cups. Then we have the Knight of Wands. And then we have the Nine of Wands. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing. First glance, we've got the Eight of Cups. This is you going, yeah, I'm done. I'm over it. I'm out of here. You're walking away from something. But I don't know what it is that you're walking towards. And this, I think, is going to be the crux of the reading. I say that because coming into the month of June, this is you walking away from something, right? Through June, I think this is you trying to figure out where you want to go. What lights your soul on fire, right? What direction is it that you want to take? And this is like the go-getter kind of attitude, right? I can't tell if you're actually moving that way in June, or if you actually move and we see what the outcome is going to be. And we're going to talk about that. The reason why I say this is because the potential outcome is the Nine of Wands. And with the Nine of Wands, this is almost like it's like you can't wait to put your burden down. Well, what's more Ten of Wands? It's you've put the burden down to take a break, okay? You know you're at the end of the road and you're like, okay, I gotta rest for like 5 minutes and assess the situation. But you can see that Ten of Wands energy coming up where you don't know if you're gonna be able to make it. Like, oh, I'm pretty tired. I just want to put this stuff down. I know I just put it down a few minutes ago, but it's pretty heavy. Some pretty heavy shit. And I think this is you wondering if you can go the distance. That's what I'm getting out of all of that. So, Spirit, let's see what the Oracle cards say. We're gonna get some more info, some more intel around the situation. Spirit. Ooh. Okay. Oh, these are some interesting cards. Let me take this guy. I think you're going to be doing a lot of work in the month of June. I think it's going to be, well, you can tell, oh, look at this. Very active energy, Spirit. And I mean, we're talking about Knight of Wands energy, so you're definitely doing stuff, but the supporting cards, like, ooh, yeah, you and me doing a lot. Spirit. So be a working vacation. Really now? Okay. This is going to be an interesting month. I'm very curious to see how this is going to pan out for you. Okay, check it out. So the first card we're going to look at is the Eight of Cups, right? So the two cards that came out for it, we have Rebirth. Giving yourself, ooh, throwing cards around. That's what I'm doing. This is giving yourself a second chance. And then we have Mountain. And this is around clarity. So because this is the Eight of Cups, this is you walking away from something. This is you going, fuck this, I'm out of here, right? So you're coming into the month either having done a lot of work to kind of go, okay, what is it that I want? What do I want to get out of this, right? If I'm leaving this situation, where do I want to head, right? That's the clarity card. What is it that I want? Right? And then the Rebirth, giving yourself a second chance, is saying, okay, you know what? Whatever this Eight of Cups shit was, yeah, okay, it didn't work out or whatever. And maybe you had a part in that as to why it didn't work out. So it's saying, no, you know what? Okay, I know what was happening. I know what went on. And I know what I need to do to not have that happen again. I know where I want to go with this. That's kind of the energy that I'm feeling with this. You are either in that energy or you're trying to get there, right? And I think it's more that you're trying to get there. This is you coming into June now. So we're going to look at the Knight of Wands. Look at the cards that came up for this. Frog Spirit, clear the clutter. And then Cardinal Moon, be bold and make the first move. This is you going, that, which is a very Knight of Wands energy right there. It's like, yep, we're doing it. Let's do it. And it's like, you know, an analogy. You've been sitting on the couch for like weeks, you know, you're eating Doritos and watching Netflix, like you're not getting your shit done. And then all of a sudden it's like you realize that you need to let that lifestyle go. You need to get off the couch and clean the house and go for a walk and, you know, hang out with people. It's odd because this is not very Aries energy. But it's feeling like you need a butt kick. I think you have the physical energy because I say it all the time, you're my little Energizer bunnies, right? You guys, like, so Knight of Wands, that's your energy naturally. But there's some shit that you got to take care of. And so the metaphor isn't that you haven't been doing stuff, right? But you haven't been doing some of the stuff you need to do and address. That's your Knight of Wands. This is getting that boost to go, okay, let's friggin' get in the closets and clean them out and go through the garage and blah, blah, blah. Or if it's around relationships, it's like, okay, pros and cons list. Are we going to go forward? Are we not? What are we going to do about this? You know, if there are difficult conversations you need to have, you have them. It's this kind of energy, very forward moving, right? And with that Frog Spirit card on top of the Knight of Wands, this is some really good energy. This is move forward. Let's get shit done. Let's clean shit up. That's exactly where you are going to be throughout the month of June, which is great. Now, when we look at the Nine of Wands, remember I say you're taking a little break and you're like looking around going, I see what's coming down the road. I don't know if I'm going to get there, right? The cards that came up for Nine of Wands, we have Dragon. And this is discover your courage. And then we have White Willow, ways of water. Ways of water is telling me go with the flow, right? The discover your courage is, and so many people have been getting these themes over and over. It's like, let it go. Just let it go. Let it flow, right? The courage part is being able to sit back a little bit. Knight of Wands energy, it's great and it's forward moving and everything. But sometimes with those really forward, fast moving energies, there can be burnout. And I think that's what the Nine of Wands is. It's saying, okay, I'm stopping here to assess the situation because I'm looking at the goal, the finish line, and fuck, I don't know if I can get there. I think I might have like used up all my energy right out of the gate. And now I'm struggling, right? So I think there's two things here. One, the two lessons are go with the flow, right? In order to get through that Nine of Wands energy to go, okay, now I'm comfortable enough. I know I'm going to make it to the end of the finish line, right? While maintaining that forward momentum, but keeping it under control. Okay, it's the Knight of Wands. This is Wands and Nine of Wands. So we got two high fire energy cards right here, especially this one. This dude is like, he's a fucking pyromaniac, right? It's like, but here's the point. It could be a forest fire that goes out of control, right? You have a nice fire in the forest and you're camping and whatever. That's awesome. You keep adding fuel to that fire and it can get out of control. And I think that's the energy you have the potential to slip into in June. Make sure that you're not adding fuel to that fire, okay? You want to make sure that you're controlling it and that as you're moving along, you have that feeling of, okay, I got it. It's not that you're controlling everything. Okay, here we go. Control your own fire. Don't try to control everything else. That's it. That is it, my friends. Got it. Okay. Now, what do we want to drill down on? Do we want to look at the Knight of Wands or do we want to look at the outcome? The Nine of Wands. When you say Knight and Nine, the sounds are so close that it sounds like I'm saying the same thing, and I'm not. I want to look at the Knight of Wands. I want to see what this energy is all about. Spirit. And because, like I said, there's so much potential for things to kind of like spiral out of control, I want to get some more intel on that. I want to see what this looks like a little more. And of course, we're going to get advice cards at the end of the reading. Spirit. Oh. Oh, okay. What do we got here? Pisces just got this particular card. Okay. I'm going to tell you the cards and then we're going to talk. The first one up is voice. And this is speaking your word. Then we have New Moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. And then we have Chickweed. Start fresh. Here's what I'm getting. I think, okay, I want to go to all the cards at the same time. Okay, bring love into the situation. This is telling me that when you moved out of that Eight of Cups energy, when you're like, fuck this, I'm out of here. You moving into the Knight of Wands energy through the month, what you need to do, because remember, I was talking about a fire burning out of control. This is around your words, more about your words than your actions. So be careful in the way that you are either speaking to people or presenting information. I think this is where things can go awry. And that's why we got the card Bring Love into the situation. It's like, speak from your heart space, speak your truth. Absolutely. I would never tell anyone to be like dishonest or deceptive. But I think you have to be careful when choosing your words, is what I will say. I think that's going to be really important this month for you. And then Chickweed, the starting fresh card. This is really looking, it's not exactly doing a deep dive, but it's looking closely at something. And this is tied into this clearing the clutter. As you're going through making any adjustments, changes, or whatever in whatever your life situation is, this is telling you to really look at it, not down to minutia. That's why I'm saying don't go down a rabbit hole and don't like make yourself crazy over it, but you really need to pay attention. It would be like if you're clearing the clutter, okay? Let's use this analogy. You're cleaning out your closet, okay? All your clothes, and you're like, fuck this. You know what? I haven't worn that in 6 months. It's going. I haven't worn that in 2 years. It's going. You know what? That's a size 2 and I'm a size 6 now. No, that's going, right? That's good clutter clearing. If it's, look at all this clothes, you take everything and you throw it out. No, right? So it's like, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? Be mindful of what you're doing and pay attention to what you're doing. But again, not to the point that you go down a rabbit hole. That would be the fire going out of control. That would be not maintaining that good flowing energy, that Knight of Wands energy, right? And we're gonna, hang on, we're gonna pull a couple of tarot cards to get some more info. Oh, look at that one. Ooh, okay. I'm curious to see what the third card is for this. Oh, check this out. I like this. Look at this. We've got the Tower. We have Death, which is death and rebirth, and the Page of Wands. This thing that you're doing, okay, with the Tower and the Death card, this is, whatever this is really shaking shit up. And it's doing it so that you can rebuild from the ground up, okay? That's the Eight of Cups moving into the Knight of Wands. That is, the Tower was the Eight of Cups. This is the, I'm done and I'm walking away. This is done. It's over, whatever. The Death and Rebirth is the Knight of Wands going, okay, I'm ready to get back in the saddle and this is what I want it to look like. And the Page of Wands, this is a really good supporting energy for the Knight of Wands because it is also a good, positive, active energy. So this is movement, right? But this is also around change. So this is really good energy to temper that Knight of Wands potential fire out of control, because what you need to do is keep going back and asking yourself the question, why do I want what I want? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Why did I walk away from this Eight of Cups situation? And this energy is what's going to keep you grounded, and it's going to keep you focused. Oh, I love this. Oh, this is really good. Whatever this is, it's fascinating. And I would love for you to share with me. Yeah, speaking of that, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Help me grow my little channel, because all that stuff really does help. I'm pulling you advice cards now because there's so much potential to set yourself up for success, so that once you sort of get to the potential outcome, you're not burnt out. I think that's the big thing. It's that balancing of getting stuff done without burning yourself out. Spirit, that's the big lesson, I think, this month. It's a lot of talking just to get to that lesson, wasn't it? Check this. Oh, oh, holy shit. Okay, check it. I know these are advice cards, but think about just, I really want you to focus on this as you go through the month. Think about all of these cards. These are so fucking good. Check this out. The first one is transformation, defining yourself. That's your death and rebirth. Defining yourself is what is it that you want to be? Where do you want to go? Who do you want to be with? Whatever it is. What do you want? And the big part of, okay, so here's the advice. The big part of figuring out what you want, why you want it, it's about who do you want to be, right? Being your authentic self, but who do you want to be going forward? We all have changes and transformations over our lifetime. We go through these bouts of change, right? And this is what you're going through now. Then we have Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. Along with good fortune, invite magic in. These two cards, oh my God. Spirit's got your back. If you are mindful, if you keep yourself in check, if you keep going back to your whys, there is an awful lot that can come to you. I'm going to say I don't think it's going to be super easy, because we're talking about the Nine of Wands. It's going to take a lot, right? And yeah, you're going to need to take breaks and everything, but that's okay as long as you go with the flow. As soon as you start trying to control shit, that's when you're going to burn out, right? You need to be aware, not inundated. You don't need to be in the weeds of every little thing. And that's why I'm saying, where'd it go? Where's that? Your little magnifying glass. You want to be mindful, but you don't want to end up down a rabbit hole you can't crawl your way back out of, right? Oh my gosh, this is so freaking cool. I really love this reading for you. I think there's a ton of potential here, but a lot of work in the month of June. I think you'll see that once you if you can get through June relatively unscathed, I think you're going to see some really good stuff coming down the line. I think July is shaping up to be a good month for you. I can't wait to do your July reading now. Oh my God, maybe I will. You never know. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. So good luck with everything this month. And yeah, keep in touch. Let me know how it goes. And until I see you next time, much love and light, health and wellness, peace and prosperity. Take care, Aries. Bye.